There have been many days when Donald Trump has collapsed. I find it difficult to even admit it, but yesterday might have been the worst day yet. We made a whole video about his Wiltsbury speech, but I'm not sure if you saw it. However, Donald Trump rambled for more than an hour, mostly about how he claims to be more attractive than Vice President Kamala Harris. Additionally, he went on and on about how she looked. It was strange, disgusting, and creepy. I'd like to talk about that now, but I also think we need to talk about the speech that Governor Walz gave in Omaha, Nebraska. One of the best speeches I've heard in a long time was that one. In Nebraska, Governor Walz also conveyed the message that J.D. Vance and Donald Trump are not like us. They wouldn't even be aware of any aspects of our lives in Nebraska or the general way Americans live their lives. They are too preoccupied with their right-wing echo chambers or interacting with their billionaires at Mar-a-Lago to comprehend how real Americans feel about these issues. Therefore, let's just go over what has transpired over the past 24 hours. When Donald Trump awoke yesterday, he discovered that he is trailing Vice President Kamala Harris in the most recent New York Times Siena poll in Arizona and North Carolina. In addition, he is 4 points behind in Pennsylvania, 4 points behind in Wisconsin, and 4 points behind in Michigan. Therefore, Donald Trump's outburst was justified. As a result, he logs on to his social media platform. He begins posting that Google is rigging the election and that Google's cooperation with Vice President Kamala Harris will result in severe consequences. And that is what is causing him pain at the moment. As he tries to overthrow a free and fair election once more, that is what he is creating. Therefore, he leaves and finds himself in Bedminster, New Jersey at his country club, where he barely leaves. Therefore, one of his actions resembles Kim Jong-un's style in North Korea. When he plays God Bless America or any other song, he gets the Bedminster crowd to clap for him. At Bedminster, they must simply bow to him and clap for him for 3 to 5 minutes. I'm showing Kim Jong-un right there how he likes how his people treat him. At Bedminster, Donald Trump demands that people treat him this way. It's so bizarre. This is what Donald Trump does. I'll only play this for about 20 seconds. However, this continues for approximately 5 to 7 minutes. Play this clip here. Then Donald Trump travels to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, where he gives a speech in which he boasts about his superior physical appearance to Vice President Kamala Harris. Play this clip here. She used the wrong term. She's been calling it wrong for about 8 years, but one thing she said made me angry. She stated that Kamala has a significant advantage. She is a stunning woman. She is a stunning woman. As a result, I made the decision to revisit the clause. I don't say he is, but I do say that I look much better than she does. I believe I am much improved. Kamala has more attractive features than I do. No, it was unbelievable to me. She stated, I'd never heard that one before. They responded that no, her beauty is her greatest advantage. I've left. That never occurred to me. I look better than she does. He gets even more creepy in her speech yesterday. Play the clip to see if you can believe it. Think about this. Time magazine, I mean. She is not represented by a picture in Time magazine. She is being drawn by an unbelievable artist. I then inquired, is that Sophia Loren? I had no way. Who could it be? Is Elizabeth Taylor there? She was said to be beautiful. Who are they? What a stunning drawing. It's a sketch. They took numerous photographs. It was not successful. They therefore employed a sketch artist. I said, I'm sure they must be commemorating Sophia Loren's great life and times. She was so stunning. Additionally, the speakers who came before Donald Trump were equally bizarre and creepy. This is MAGA Republican Dave McCormick, who is running for Senate but is significantly behind in the Pennsylvania Senate race. According to Dave McCormick, the Democrats are attempting to remove your red meat. Play this clip here. She also stated that she wants the government to prohibit you all from eating red meat, just when you thought things couldn't get any worse. Even though I'm laughing, it's not funny. The following speaker was a bizarre member of a cult who spoke right here. Play this clip here. Save us from a secret Marxist cabal and a globalist government. Save us from a deep state that tells presidents exactly what to do, quote unquote. Lord, I am grateful for Donald Trump. Consider everything in relation to Governor Walz's speech in Omaha, Nebraska. A crowded crowd. Take J.D. Vance's example of speaking in similar parking lots. Governor Walz also had the following to say. He stated, look, Donald Trump is different from us. Play this clip here. Now, look, we're sure. But we all know that Donald Trump has a slightly different perspective on the world. Do you believe he would recognize the significance of Carhenge as a historical monument? That the British made a stone replica of it. It is so significant. Just so we are aware. Or do you believe that, like us in the Senate, he would be familiar with the pleasures of tubing and swimming in the Niobrara? Additionally, this one is for the room's gray hairs. Before a Husker-Sooner game, you think that guy could appreciate the pure joy of pre-game drinking at sidetracks? Likewise, all I can say is that I'm glad there weren't any video cameras at the time. We were there. Look, this is a slogan from Nebraska. It's not for everyone in Nebraska. I can assure you that it is not for Donald Trump. J.D. Vance, according to Governor Walz, is unlike us. Stream this video. Let me ask you something about this notion of knowing us. Do you believe that J.D. Vance is an expert on Nebraska? He will be present next week. Do you believe he has ever had a runza? Do you believe he has ever had a runza? The man would refer to it as a hot pocket. You know that. Everyone in this room is aware of it. A hell of a hot pocket. However, I love Governor Walz's emphasis on the significance of joy and the need to restore optimism and joy. He claims that Vice President Kamala Harris restored happiness to our nation. It is spot on. Stream this video. I have to tell you that Kamala Harris has been on your side and fought for you every step of the way since her first day as a prosecutor, then as a district attorney, then as the Attorney General of the state of California, a United States Senator, and our Vice President. She was the one who confronted the con artists and predators. She was the one who dealt with the international gangs. She was the one who confronted corporate avarice head-on. Additionally, she never hesitated to work across party lines if it was in the public interest. One of the things for which I am most grateful is all that she has done over the past 10 days. She has brought happiness to this nation. Smile. Therefore, when I consider the differences between Trump and Kamala Harris, the Vice President, I think about, and there was great pressure on me having to do with guns. We did nothing. We didn't yield. And once you yield a little bit, that's just the beginning. That's the avalanche begins. We who believe in reproductive freedom will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans. And when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms as President of the United States, I will sign it into law. Do you believe in punishment for abortion, yes or no, as a principle? The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment. For the woman? Yeah, it has to be some form. And there was great pressure on me having to do with guns. We did nothing. We didn't yield. And once you yield a little bit, that's just the beginning. That's the avalanche begins. I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides wanted and in fact demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. We were able to do that when we terminated Roe v. Wade.